I'm your host, Tyrus, and man, this is gonna be a good one, folks, because this video has been a long time coming. I've been needed to make this one here, folks. But this is the perfect time, I will say, because this line is winding down, man. The clock's ticking, and we still got a lot of figures, a lot of releases, and all that stuff to go. This line doesn't end until maybe sometime next year. Okay, so we got a ways to go, but the clock is ticking. And with that being said, you know what? I wanted to share with you all the top 10 female figures that I would like to see from this line. Now I'm not saying that we're gonna see these figures, but what I like to see, okay, I want to make that clear. I want you to say that. I'm saying that these figures are coming out, but there are figures that was a part of this list that I had to take off because I do know that they're coming. For one, Poison Ivy. You won't see her on this list. She was on this list, but she's out because she is coming out soon. She's popping up in stores now. There are going to be a few Poison Ivies that will be released, but we do have Poison Ivy. There also is a Mera figure that will be released as well. We're getting Mera. We also are getting a big Barda. That's another one that's going to be released, as well as a Harley Quinn. I mean, we've been needed a Harley Quinn, so we're going to get Harley Quinn figures, and we're also going to get a Lois Lane, if I'm not mistaken. Lois Lane was on this list, took her off because she is going to be coming out as well. Also, there is a Wonder Woman that is popping up. There's like an 80s, 90s Wonder Woman that we're getting. Looks incredible. Stay tuned for more on that. She's popping up in stores with Poison Ivy and yet another Hulk Girl. I don't know what McFarlane thing is with Hulk Girl. We got enough of those. We need a Hulk man figure. All right, we already got 2 different Hulk Girls. One of the figures that I had on the list but I took off is a Justice Society of America Wonder Woman. I know we were given that Golden Age Wonder Woman, and I do have that review. It's up on the channel now, but I would like one more, kind of like that Golden Age Wonder Woman, based around Justice Society of America. And I'm thinking about that animated movie that was out. If you have not checked that out, check it out. It's really good. Wonder Woman, she leads the JSA, and that's the type of Wonder Woman I like to see. Hopefully we'll get that one. But that was on my list as well. All right, but through the years for McFarlane Toys, he has been reluctant, I will say this, or so it seems, to release female figures. When this line started out, of course it was Batman heavy. We got a lot of Batman. We got different incarnations of Wonder Woman, but not the Wonder Woman that we wanted. But ultimately we got Wonder Woman. But then there's other female characters that fans were saying, okay, where's the other female characters? We need more female. And so as the years have gone on, McFarlane has opened up his mind towards giving us more female characters. As you can see, we're getting more now. Just judging from this table here, we are getting more female characters. And I will say, for the most part, he has knocked it out of the park with these female figures. I mean, I love him, man. I think he's did an excellent job. Huntress here, one of my favorites. I love Power Girl. Haven't done anything with this figure here video-wise, but I think this makes for a really good figure. I know a lot of people don't like how tall she scales. I like it. Makes her stand out that much more and everything. So I love Power Girl. They did a really good job with her, as well as with Huntress. This was the collector's edition figure here. I put a bow staff with her, but she has the soft goods cape as well. I think they did an excellent job with Huntress and everything. But I think for McFarlane, he has done an excellent job with our female figures. It's just, we just need more. I like to see more before this line ends. And with that, I put together a top 10 list of female figures that we most definitely need, man, before this line ends. I want to see these figures here. I'm hoping that we get these figures here. If somebody from McFarlane is watching, I hope that you're listening, because we need these female figures that I got on this list. Each and every one of these figures we need. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I reveal what I have. Also, put down your top 10, folks, in the comments. Share with me what you like to see from this line before it ends. And what are your top 5, 10, top 3 female figures that you like to see from the line? Share your comments below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, hit that like button. Hype the video. And with that being said, folks, let's get to it. Top 10 female figures that I like to see from McFarlane Toys. Let's go. All right, at the number 10 spot, I have Stargirl. Okay, so this is yet another JSA figure that I most definitely would like to see before this line ends. I would like to see a Stargirl slash Stripes 2-pack. That'd be awesome as well. But if you just give me Stargirl, that's cool. But I like to see Stripes as well. But I had to add Stargirl to the mix. She almost didn't make the cut, but I had to put Stargirl in because we are building out that JSA team. We did get a Starman, so I'd like to get a Stargirl to put alongside him as well, the protege as well as the teacher. So that'd be cool. All right, so I got Stargirl at number 10. At number 9, I have yet another, I guess you could say another sidekick here in Rocket. So we were given that icon figure a few months ago, and I do have that review up on the channel, but he has a partner, and his partner is Rocket. So where's Rocket? And I always thought that we would get yet another icon figure, more classic version with Rocket, so that people were more enticed to get Rocket because they wanted icon. But I'd love to see a Rocket to put with icon. So I'm hoping that we get one of Dakota City's finest, before this line ends. Fingers crossed, we'll see. But I have Rocket at number 9. At number 8, I have a villain. Okay, the first villain of the video, and that is none other than Banshee. Banshee is creepy looking. Her powers are crazy. But I love her design, love her powers. Whenever I hear Banshee, I think about Batman, Superman, Public Enemies from that comic from McGinnis, or that animated movie. So Banshee, I definitely want to see this figure. I love to see what McFarlane do with this type of a character. With her sonic cry, she has sonic abilities as well. Could we possibly get something to mimic those powers? But she looks just a crazy design, man. This little skeletal looking face with white hair and everything. I just love to see what McFarlane would do with a character like this. So I have Banshee at number 8. At number 7, I have the one and only Amanda Waller. That's right, the person who is in charge of Cadmus, the Suicide Squad, and every underhanded and underground team that there is, man. This was a no-brainer for me. Always felt like she should have been higher on the list, but there's some other characters, folks. You'll see what I'm talking about. That I don't know, man. I just couldn't put her in higher than number 7. But man, this one here is most definitely a must. If we do get Amanda Waller, I would love to get Rick Flag to put alongside her as well. Maybe we get Amanda Waller, Rick Flag 2-pack. That'd be awesome. But the head of Cadmus, man, come on, man. That just be perfect to get Amanda Waller. There's various incarnations. There's a new 52, your standard version. I'll take either, but I like the standard version, the original version of Amanda Waller over the new 52 version. But either way, man, it'd be cool to just get someone like that to put on the shelf alongside the Suicide Squad and all that. So that'd be cool. So I got Amanda Waller at number 7. At number 6, I have a Wonder Woman villain. We don't have any Wonder Woman villains, folks. So it blows my mind that we don't have really any Wonder Woman villains. We got that Cheetah figure that McFarlane made 4 of that he really does need to re-release. And I'm going to talk about Cheetah at the end of this video because she almost made this list as well. Because I still need a Cheetah figure. And I will say that we definitely need a re-release or yet another release of Cheetah. Whether it's New 52, classic version, we most definitely need a Cheetah. But I do have Cersei, the sorcerer, at number 6. So it'd be really awesome to get this type of a character. We did get Zatanna and everything. So I'm hoping that we do get someone like this to put against Wonder Woman. Because, again, we do not have any villains to place against Wonder Woman from within the McFarlane collection. We don't have Cersei. We do not have even the Felix Faust. We don't have that type of. We don't have anything, folks. We did have that one Cheetah, but that was a page puncher that was hard to find. So Cersei is a definite must, and it's another figure that I'd love to see how McFarlane would tackle design wise. What incarnations, what versions will we get with Cersei? and everything. Whenever I think of Cersei, I think about the Justice League animated episode where she turned Wonder Woman into a pig, and then Batman had to sing "Am I Blue" to, I guess seal the deal that he made with Cersei so that she could change Wonder Woman back to her normal self. It was a funny episode, but Batman sung his butt off, and he returned her back to the normal form. But every time I think about Cersei, I think about that episode. You gotta see it. Am I Blue? Am I Blue? All right, so I got Cersei at number 6. At number 5, man, it's gonna heat up right now, folks. This thing is gonna be pure fire. At number 5, I have the Furies: Sheena, Mad Harriet, Stomper. At least those 3. But a Furies 3-pack would be awesome. We most definitely need that. That's another set of figures that you can put against not only Wonder Woman but the rest of the Justice League or who not. But that definitely Wonder Woman, man, because that would just be awesome. So definitely need the Furies. So I thought a Furies 3-pack would be awesome. And so this number 5 ties into number 4, because at number 4, I have the one and only Granny Goodness. Okay, so initially I thought about a Granny Goodness Build-A-Figure wave where you have the Furies and maybe one other figure to create Granny Goodness. But I was like, you know what? Let me just give Granny Goodness her own release. Okay, so I think Granny Goodness, a no-brainer. We most definitely need Granny Goodness. We need to flesh out the new gods. I mean, we do have Orion, we do have Mr. Miracle, we got Darkseid. We need another classic Calibac, the Sod, Parademons. So we need to flesh out, our new god figures. Even some of the other, good guys from the new gods era. We need that. But at least the bad guys from Apocalypse, we need to flesh out those characters. So I'm hoping that we get a Granny Goodness before this line ends, because we need it. We definitely need a Granny Goodness, and we need the Furies. So fingers crossed on that. I know we're getting a big Barda, so I mean that's a sign possibly that we could get a Granny Goodness and maybe a Fury. So let me know in the comments, would you rather a Granny Goodness Build-A-Figure wave, or would you rather Granny Goodness in her own release? Let me know in the comments. All right, and now, folks, we got the top 3. Okay, this is going down, folks. It's going down, man. All right, at number 3, I have Vixen. Okay, so Vixen, I was back and forth with in terms of is she at number 2, is she at number 3? But I had to put it at number 3 because the top 2 is just, man, that's it for me. But Vixen is yet another one that is a must for this line. We most definitely need a Vixen. We were given a Bronze Tiger. I reviewed him. We most definitely need a Vixen. I mean, I love that character. I love their Justice League Unlimited, and as well as the other comic runs from the late great not Jeff McGinnis, but Dwayne McDuffie. He did a Justice League run. She was featured in that. We most definitely need a Vixen. I love the character. Her powers are so awesome. She was featured in the Arrowverse. I mean, we had Vixen in the Arrowverse, so that was cool to see her in live action. But yeah, man, we most definitely need Vixen to flesh out our Justice League waiver figure. So hopefully we'll get Vixen figure at some point, and maybe she could be placed with maybe some translucent animals that you can place around her to mimic her powers that she has from the animal kingdom. Hopefully, we'll see. Who knows? But just a little bit of an idea for McFarlane to put in there. Hopefully, we'll see. But we do have Vixen at number 3. All right, folks, we got the top 2. All right, we got the top 2. Who do you think will be number 1? Who you think is at number 2? What are you thinking, folks? Because this is interesting, man. Because when I was thinking about all the female characters that we have within the universe, there's so many, folks, and there's so many other characters that I left off that I didn't want to leave off that I still feel we need, and I'll talk about them at the end of the video. But man, these top 2 are most definitely 2 figures that I really hope that we get. I hope that we get all these figures, but these 2 here tug at my heartstrings because they're 2 of my most favorite of all the universe. They're 2 of my favorites, not just female, but characters within the DC universe as a whole. So at number 2, I have Katana. And she's just a bad character, man. I just love this character here. Whether it be her original design from back in the day or her more current design, I thought that she was awesome in the Suicide Squad movie. I thought that was one of the highlights from that film. She was in the Arrowverse as well. She was great in that. So, and I'm hoping that we see Katana yet again in live action. If you're going to do a female movie, DC, give us Katana and this other character that I'm going to have at that number one. We need those types of characters because they're very interesting and they're complex stories. You can do a lot with these characters. So it's a little bit of an information to DC because they act like they don't know what they're doing right now, folks. I don't know what James Gunn is doing right now, but we most definitely could use a Katana or Defenders or Outsiders movie with Katana, and of course Batman, Black Lightning, and Metamorpho, as well as Geoforce. All right, that'd be awesome to see. So Katana, one of the baddest fighters within all the DC universe, would be awesome to see, man, from within, the DC Multiverse collection. All right, and folks, we are here at number one. All right, number one is, you talk about the greatest fighter in DC universe, or one of the greatest fighters in DC universe. A lot of people say she is the greatest female fighter. I don't say that. I say she is the greatest fighter, or one of the greatest fighters in all of the DC universe. All right, this person trained Batman when he had his back broken. Okay, this is how bad this character is, and that is none other than Lady Shiva. All right, Lady Shiva don't play. All right, she's the baddest. I really wish that we had someone who was in charge of DC movies who would really could give us movies that we want, because this is one that I love to see, and that is a Lady Shiva movie. So much to her story, even with her daughter Cassandra, who was they just ruined her character in that Harley Quinn movie. That wasn't Cassandra, but to get a real true blue, the comic Cassandra Cain as well in live action, along with her mother, and then her father Cain, he's bad too. There's just so much that you can do with Lady Shiva. We did get Lady Shiva in that 70s Batman animated movie, but she was in that, man. If you want to know who Lady Shiva is, check out that animated movie. They do an excellent job of showing you what she's about. One of the greatest fighters ever, man, in all the DC universe. So it'd be awesome to get a Lady Shiva from within the DC Multiverse collection, folks. So that is what I have at number one. Love that character. Now, I want to share with you who I left off. Okay, so I left off Killer Frost. I thought Killer Frost was yet another figure that I like to see from within the line. But I had to take her out because I had other figures or other characters that I want to see. And I also had Livewire, yet another Superman / maybe Suicide Squad character. So those two nearly made the team, but they just didn't quite make it. I just wanted to give a shout out to both Killer Frost and Livewire. That's all I have, folks. I mean, this is a lot of fun to go back and look at my list and share with you all what I like to see from this line, female-wise, before it ends. These are some of the most important characters within the DC universe. They are, and I love them all. And I think that we need to add these figures or characters to the line to flesh out this universe. We got a lot of male characters. We need more female characters, and they're just as important because they help flesh out everything. We needed a Wonder Woman for our DC universe. We needed a Batgirl. We needed a Katana. We needed a Black Canary. We need a Hulk Girl. We got a Zatanna finally. We got a Power Girl. So there's a lot of characters that we did get that we needed, and there's so many more. But if he can give us this right here before the line ends, I think that'll be great, because it covers everything. Because he is giving us a lot of female figures, and it said that he is going to end this line with more before it's all said and done. So we'll see, folks. So maybe we'll get the whole list of what I have before the line ends. Who knows? We'll see. But in the comments, folks, let me know, what do you think about my top 10? Do you agree with it? Would you change it at all? Would you stay with what I have? What would be your top 10 or 5? Share below. Share a comment below, folks. Also, be sure to like the video and ring that bell for all notifications. But I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. This was a lot of fun, man. This is a long time coming, man, to get this out and to share this with you all. So I'm happy that I'm able to do that. But definitely share with me your top 10 or 5 figures that you like to see from the line. And stay tuned for more, folks. And I appreciate you all. Remember that I am on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So how does outlets? Be sure to give me a follow. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And you know what? I'll talk to y'all later. All right? Bye for now.